Hello, my name is Anthony Keller, and I'm that Deacon on YouTube. So what I thought I'd do this month is share some images and give you a little tour of the church where I serve. So without further ado, here's a short tour of St. George's Episcopal Church, La Cañada, California. Today on this very hot, laborious day, it's almost 100 here in La Cañada, I decided to give you a tour of the church where I'm stationed. And this obviously isn't a church, but it's our old rectory which we rent out. It's a lovely old Spanish building that has been here since the 1920s. And as we look across, you know, St. George's really isn't so much just a church complex. It's a little village. So right here in front of our parking lot, we have the Outlook newspaper. It's one of our buildings we have for rent on our property. The Outlook newspaper is just covers local news. They also have a paper in another city, but this is their main office, and they use our rental. Then as we head over, we have another property here, which is Tranquility Spa, where people come in for massages and for facials. It's been here for some time, and we really enjoy them. Then as you head up the lovely street, we're coming to a new tenant of ours. This is a jiu-jitsu dojo that uses our property. This is one of our other rental buildings. I don't think there is anyone in here right now. And this was our thrift store. We had a thrift store on this location. This is another one of our properties. We had a thrift store here since 1969, and up until recently it was open, but it closed in June of this year. Now we're starting to hit the main property. That down there is our preschool playground. We'll get to that in a second. But I thought I would walk this way only because it's just a really pretty view of our campus and our church. We're just recessed in a little bit off the main strip in La Cañada. The church on its 50th birthday a few years back decided to do a complete new landscaping and turn this area into like a public park almost. Here are some of our rose bushes. I wished I could say there's something historic about them, that they've been here forever, but they haven't. And this is a view of our grounds and parking lot. And our church and fountain. And our office. And down there are classrooms for our preschool. Here in this area is a little stage, and we've done outdoor services here. When we do our Blessing of the Animals service, we do it from this area, and then all the people sit out here, and we have tents for them. This lawn is used many times by people in La Cañada who come here. A lot of people cross through our property when they take a walk, and we find them sitting on the benches. That's our bell, which is rung before each service. And at other times, our preschool uses it also when they do chapel. Here we are in the church office. It's a little bit messy right now. There's preschool starts on Monday, so there are a few things sitting around prior to the start of preschool. This is our office bear for some reason. Because of the preschool, this stuffed bear ended up in this desk. And the preschool director and I enjoyed dressing it up. Very soon, the bear, we just have the name Office Bear. Office Bear is going to be dressed as a chef in the very near future. And here is our library. We used to have lots of adult books in here, but because of the preschool, these kids, and at least at this preschool, the parents are really into reading for their children. So our church librarian, Joyce Davison, has transformed this entire wall into books for children. And they actually check them out. One of our parents is the artist for a children's book. So the artist made this for us. And it's still up on the wall. And that's the other side. We hold groups in here. I hold my Bible study in here. The vestry meets in here. There's just a whole bunch of things that happen in this multi-purpose room. When we did our refit of the outside, we added French doors because we have this lovely patio out here. And we'll have events, and we can open up the French doors. We can serve from the library. And then people can stand out here. We've had dinner served out here. And that's the view. Each Sunday on that table is either an LA Times, and on that table right there you might find the New York Times. And people come here early or sit between services and read the newspaper. Here is the preschool wing. I'm not going to go in the classroom. I'm sure you all know what a preschool looks like. But I did want to share with you one of our little meditation gardens. This one has a children's theme to it. So it's very bright. We're still populating it. I still think something needs to go there. Right next to the church is this huge tree. And then, as we walk around our ubiquitous mailbox, we come into my favorite little area just to sit, meditate, and read. Here's another one of our little prayer gardens. Water gently rolling. Bench. Little outdated bulletin board, but it still has little things to catch your eye. This cross was a gift to me when I came to this church from the place I used to work. It's a St. Francis cross, so I gave it to the church to put up in the garden. This little area here is for sticks of incense to be placed in it. Here is a view of our memorial garden, so I'll take you over there. And this is a little path that leads to our memorial garden. You'll see benches there. There are people from the Outlook newspaper and other establishments in the area that actually eat their lunch here. And we find people from the local businesses sitting in the memorial garden for some peace and quiet. On a hot day, it isn't the best, but when we have a little bit of cover, And we have a number of names inscribed in here. There is our fountain. So here's our church, or chapel. It's not a very big church. Nothing grand. We added this lovely fountain when we had the refit, or the re-landscaping. And then the walkway. We don't have a narthex, so this outside area really is our narthex here. With this lovely open trellis. When you walk in the church, you have this stained glass window. I'll get another shot of it from inside. During the week, we have music playing. These are meditation CDs that I compile, so people can come into our little church and find a place to sit, meditate, or just listen to the music. We don't have pews, as you can see, which allows us to change the configuration of the church all the time for special services. In fact, the sanctuary area of the church has been transformed into a garden during Holy Week. And I'll give a pan around. The cool thing for us serving at the altar is, I'll get a shot of it in a second. I don't know if you can see it with the sun shining through, but we get a beautiful shot up there of the foothills. And then here is our living water stained glass.